What are you working on over here?
Seat rails.
Seat rails?
Seat rails.
Pedal.
Pedal rails.
Adjustable pedal kit.
That's
parts.
Something.
We sold out of these things like really quick.
Yeah, so we're gonna make, I have a whole pile of them over there.
How many? Like 100? 50 sets
like
or 40 sets or something?
Something. We made a whole pile of them. I don't really count them that often, so.
Just run them till they're gone.
Run them till they're gone. That's what we do. And then when I make too many, then we end up with spare material.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Which is a good problem to have, because if we need them again, I can just make them again.
Bunch of Zeus tools here?
Yeah,
we got like
215 Zeus tools. We have something like 100 clevises.
We go through a lot of those too. Those are the titanium drive shaft enclosure clevises.
Yep, and then we have a few hundred of the Zeusnoids. Yep. Here in the process of being diverted. Those ones are done, these ones aren't. We're also working on the horizontal window net tabs. Those are in this machine now. And then we have the other tube adapters in here. So these are 3/4 065 wall, 3/8 thread.
What are those? Those look goofy. They don't look like anything right now.
No, those are in process. So those will look like this when they're done. Those will look like this when they're all done. We'll be putting these in that big mill over there and slitting the middle of that out, punch a hole in it, and make this look like that. So. Yeah,
that's a clevis for a titanium clevis for a front control arm. And they get that big saw. I don't know if anyone saw that picture of that big saw, but we got like how big is that saw?
It's a 4 inch or 4.5 inch. You can actually.
We got a 4.5 inch slitting saw for the. I don't think it'll see it from here, but it's a big old. I'll put a picture in there.
Yeah.
It's a big slitting saw, but it cut our program down like a lot,
yeah,
like half.
We went from somewhere in the 36, 40 minute range to 20. No,
it's a lot quicker.
11 minutes.
It's a lot quicker.
Yeah.
We used to use an end mill to do the slot. Now we use that saw.
I don't think something kind of like this is what we used before, or what they used before, and we changed it to that big old thing, and now it does it in one cut, one pass. Makes everything significantly easier. The inserts in that are significantly cheaper than what it costs to replace a crap load of those little end mills that break all the time.
And surprisingly, those inserts in that saw, those are the first set still or no?
Still the first
yeah, so
set.
we've done like 100 with the same.
Over 100 parts on that one set of inserts, and I'm gonna leave those inserts in when we switch over to those.
To the 3/8 hole.
So that we can, I'm trying to see where they go. They haven't really worn out. They're not showing wear. They're not showing a giant burn like they're beat up. So there's a lot of room for continuing with them. These ones are going to be a little tougher only because the slot is a little deeper, as well as there's going to be multiple passes. So every one of those is going to be essentially 2 passes compared to the other one which is just one. So we might see a little bit faster wear, but we also have to keep in mind we're making 2 passes compared to 1.
Yeah.
So if we do see faster wear, it's more so we're just making, because there's more passes, we're getting less parts out of it. But I'd say we'll probably get another 50 or so parts out of it. Parts, not passes.
Yeah, that's good.
Judging by what they look like, that should be pretty much where we're at with that. With those end mills. Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna go see
all 4 machines spinning. Well,
they were.
Spinning.
It's the end of the day Friday. They're winding down right now, but getting ready to go home for the weekend.
Trying to get some jobs set up, so if Cameron wants to come in and run some this weekend, or Monday morning we can fire them back up and everything's back to running pretty easy. This one's going to be running 2 operation system. So off 1 will be on one side, off 2 will be on the other side, and then they'll come off done. That way there's no extra steps, there's no resetting it back up another time, it'll just be ready to go.
When we get one of those running, we'll have to show them how it goes in. So
yeah,
basically what it's saying is they do the top side of the pedal rail, and then the bottom side of the pedal rail on the other jaw.
Yep.
And then it comes out. Every time you open the door, you get a finished part.
Yep. And then you just load a raw part on the left, move the left part to the right, and then you take the right part out, and everything should be in a process to where it's just running and flowing. That way you're not stopping later on and just having a pile of half-done parts that you have to then go. This also helps us speed up with our shipping times because the parts are already done. So as soon as the parts come off the machine, shipping can go get what they need for orders, clean them up, box them up, and send them out the door as they're coming off the machine. That way we get caught up as quickly as possible.
All right, well, I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna go see Troy. We don't have much extra room for this fuel cell here, do we?
No.
That took up just about all the front.
Yeah.
Still got to get some radiators up there.
Oh, we'll figure out something.
What do you think, Troy?
I love it.
You love it? It's gonna be a cool car, especially with the 315s. It's an all steel 41 Willys, 39.
1939.
It's a 39 Willys.
With a 1940 nut.
Okay, all right. Well, now that we got that figured out, it's all steel, and we were originally going to cut the back up and put 34.5s on it. But when we realized how much exactly you had to cut the back up,
It would essentially look like a carbon fiber Willys body all bubbled up.
and I'll put a picture of with the 315 on. It looks killer. Even a 315 looks big in there
Oh yeah.
with the factory quarters, with the factory fenders and stuff.
Yeah.
So decided to go with a 315 on it. I don't know if anyone's seen this car on the YouTube or on Facebook before, but all steel car, it's water jacketed engine, gonna drive it on the street.
It rolled
It'd
in
be cool.
here as a running
Oh, yeah.
driving show car.
Yeah,
And
yeah, complete car.
we kept the blue stuff.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah. The only thing we use is the skin. So he's got a Mark Mickey 3-speed lockup, titanium can, gear venters overdrive. This thing has the best of everything you could imagine. It'll have all carbon brakes, strange ultra struts in the front, Mensker stuff in the rear, carbon wheelie bars. I mean, it's going to be an insane piece. Andrew just got done building this fuel cell, which was a lot of work. It doesn't look terrible right now because there's no front end on it, but with the front end, it has just enough clearance everywhere while still having enough capacity to actually be able to drive this thing, because he wants to be able to drive it to some car shows up in Canada where he lives, and it'll be a pretty killer deal. I think the next thing, we got to build some headers. Troy's going to start on the tubs, rear sheet metal. All the floor sheet metal's done. Some of the stuff going to the back's done.
Yeah, there's still a little bit more cutting that we're going to have to do up under the wheel well to be able to get the headers out through there.
Yeah, we do got to cut some of that.
One of the big issues that he's going to have is a full exhaust. Being in Canada, man, I don't. We were talking about the last time he was down, and that's going to be a big hill to climb, because that engine really wants zoomies.
Yeah, well, I think he wants to do both. I think we're going to do both.
We're going to have to definitely have some kind of dual system.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know, however long it takes to take the zoomies off and put the exhaust on, it is what it is. But unfortunately, being in Canada, they're a lot more stricter than even California.
Yeah, yeah, that's what he was saying.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are used to seeing the Willys drag cars raised up gasser style. Very rarely do you see a drag Willys that's slammed.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the technology with the radial tires is going to allow us to do just that, without cutting the heck out of the body and everything. It's going to be pretty wild.
Oh yeah.
And with that 315 radial, I mean, these guys are out there running big tire times with these little tires. I mean, they're more than capable.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, the radial stuff's just as faster than the big tire stuff.
Yeah.
With the right setup, for sure. I mean, you saw Stevie just went a 48.
Yeah, he did.
348, and I think it'll go faster.
He's not done.
No, it'll go faster.
Not long.
Well, it's only the third race he's been to with it.
Everybody else is trying to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
He's putting in the work, though. That's
Yeah,
what it takes.
he's got it figured out for sure.
Yeah. And what's most impressive with that setup is it's a brand new car.
Yeah.
So to have the experience that he has, it really says a lot for his ability to set up a car.
Yeah.
And make sure everything is working.
Well, he's got a really good car. I mean, Tommy builds a really good chassis.
Absolutely.
RK builds a really nice piece. So
Yeah, I mean,
between the two of them, they got a nice piece. There's no doubt about
definitely
that.
put the right team together for everything.
Yeah.
All the right parts, all the right people.
Yeah.
And his knowledge and experience on top of it.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. Yeah, it is a good job.
It says a lot for his capability.
Troy's been working on this thing. We're about to wrap this up in the next week or two. It'll be gone. All billet 2JZ, twin turbo Celica that we've been finishing up. Came in a complete car, and we cut pretty much everything out except for the back section of the chassis and redid everything. The headers, charge pipe, wing, parachute mounts, modified quarter panels. Yeah, we're getting close on it too.
I mean, we really only got a hit list, and it's out of here.
Yeah, the next week or so it'll be all finished up and one more out. So, but, all right, I think that's it for this week. When we get some of these projects out, we'll start doing more detailed stuff on the few big builds that we got going on, the Willys and Jamie's car again.
And a couple of secrets that we're going to be revealing in the next month or so.
Yeah, some big stuff coming up.
Big news.
Yeah, I think it's going to shock everybody, even me.
You know about it.
All right, everyone. Thanks for watching our channel, and make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll be back next week.